John Doerr, the legendary investor who bet successfully on Google and many other blue-chip startups, pumped $80 million into the business, predicting that it would be the fastest company ever to reach $1 billion and would become more important than the Internet. The inventor himself was described as a modern Thomas Edison. He already had a track record of remarkable breakthroughs. His portable dialysis machine had been named the medical product of the year. His portable drug infusion pump reduced the time that patients were stuck in hospitals. And his vascular stent is connected to Vice President Dick Cheney's heart. He had accumulated hundreds of patents and received America's highest honor for invention, the National Medal of Technology and Innovation, from President Bill Clinton. The inventor projected that within a year, sales of his newest product would reach 10,000 units a week. But 6 years later, they had sold only about 30,000 units in total. After more than a decade, the company still hadn't become profitable. It was supposed to transform lives and cities, but today it is used only in niche markets. That product was the Segway, the self-balancing personal transporter. Time called it one of the 10 biggest technology flops of the decade. Segway as an investment was a failure, no question about it, Doerr admitted in 2013. I made some pretty bold predictions about Segway that were wrong. Why did such savvy business minds all miss the mark? Some years earlier, two entertainers got together to create a 90-minute television special. They had no experience writing for the medium and quickly ran out of material, so they shifted their concept to a half-hour weekly show. When they submitted their script, most of the network executives didn't like it or didn't get it. One of the actors involved in the program described it as a glorious mess. After filming the pilot, it was time for an audience test. The 100 viewers who were assembled in Los Angeles to discuss the strengths and weaknesses of the show dismissed it as a dismal failure. One put it bluntly, "He's just a loser. Who'd want to watch this guy?" After about 600 additional people were shown the pilot in 4 different cities, the summary report concluded, no segment of the audience was eager to watch the show again. The performance was rated weak. The pilot episode squeaked onto the airwaves, and as expected, it wasn't a hit. Between that and the negative audience tests, the show should have been toast. But one executive campaigned to have 4 more episodes made. They didn't go live until nearly a year after the pilot, and again, they failed to gain a devoted following. With the clock winding down, the network ordered half a season as replacement for a canceled show. But by then, one of the writers was ready to walk away. He didn't have any more ideas. It's a good thing he changed his mind. Over the next decade, the show dominated the Nielsen ratings and brought in over $1 billion in revenues. It became the most popular TV series in America, and TV Guide named it the greatest program of all time. If you've ever complained about a close talker, accused a partygoer of double-dipping a chip, uttered the disclaimer, "Not that there's anything wrong with that," or rejected someone by saying, "No soup for you," you're using phrases coined on the show. Why did network executives have so little faith in Seinfeld? When we bemoan the lack of originality in the world, we blame it on the absence of creativity. If only people could generate more novel ideas, we'd all be better off. But in reality, the biggest barrier to originality is not idea generation, it's idea selection. In one analysis, when over 200 people dreamed up more than 1,000 ideas for new ventures and products, 87% were completely unique. Our companies, communities, and countries don't necessarily suffer from a shortage of novel ideas. They're constrained by a shortage of people who excel at choosing the right novel ideas. The Segway was a false positive. It was